Tonight we're going to be making the butternut squash soup recipe that's on my Pampered Chef website, and we're going to be using the Deluxe Cooking Blender, and I'm going to demo that for you. Also, this Deluxe Cooking Blender is 25% off until January 30th, but if you are in my shared rewards party that I am currently running, you're going to get another 25% off, and you're going to get free shipping. That is over on the 29th at 11:59 p.m. There's no going back to extend the date or this party's been extended, none of that. It is over when Pampered Chef says it's over, and that's the clock that's ticking right now. I really hope that you can take advantage of this tremendous savings, and I will only be doing this for you in just before Christmas. I'm hoping I can tie it in with the Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. If not, maybe Pampered Chef will have another big savings event going on. But right now, these are 25% off. The Shared Rewards Party, you get another 25% off. I feel like Oprah. Everybody gets one. So I really hope you can hop on that party. It's in the VIP group, the link, and take advantage of this terrific deal. It's the air fryer, the quick cooker, and the deluxe blender that are 25% off. The only one that falls below the free shipping level would be the quick cooker, but you would just need to add to that order to get the free shipping if that's what you want. But you're also going to get the free gift, which is the mix and measure for salad dressing, which is one of my all-time favorites, and why not get it free? So let's get started. I'm going to remove the lid and start adding the ingredients. I love the sound this makes. It kind of sounds like R2-D2. Did you hear that? That's pretty cool. So we remove the lid, and we are going to add in, it calls for water, but I like to use organic vegetable broth to give it some more oomph and some more nutrition. After that, we are going to add in the hard stuff, which is the butternut squash. I cheated. I went to the grocery store, got it pre-done. It's more expensive, but I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of cutting up hard squash because I end up chasing it around the kitchen, especially spaghetti squash. And don't worry, my hands are clean. I wash my hands more these days than I ever have my entire life. I always thought they were pretty clean. Found out, I gotta be even cleaner now. All right, so what we're doing is we are adding in all of the hardest ingredients first. So next goes in the carrots and the onions. And then we are going to add in, it calls for honey, I think, or regular sugar, but I'm going to be adding stevia because we're watching our sugar. We're not having any. So we're going to add that in. We're going to add in the salt. We are going to put in a 1/4 cup of ginger. Ground ginger, that is. And a teaspoon of the best cinnamon in the world, Korenji cinnamon, which is only available on Pampered Chef during the holidays. I don't know why they don't have it more often. And then we're going to add in the salt. And I use Himalayan salt only because it has more nutrition. Now, we're going to add the lid, tamp that down, and we are going to turn the setting. Of course, it's already on, or you wouldn't hear all those tones. So we're going to set it to the soup. It's on the soup, and we're going to press start. Now it's going to heat, it's going to cook, it's going to mash everything up. be a little bit loud, but it's doing its thing. It's pretty powerful. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. Let me see if I can turn the volume up on this a little bit. So we're going to heat up our pan, and we're going to make some homemade granola. And I don't know how long exactly the soup takes, but we'll try and talk between the noises. So while the pan is heating up, what we're going to be doing is making homemade granola. That calls for rolled oats, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, honey, brown sugar, pumpkin seeds, dried apple. I can't find dried apple in the South. It's a northern thing. So, and when I do find it, it's wicked expensive. So in place, I'm going to use dried cranberries. You could use raisins. But of course the ideal would be the dried apple, but it is what it is. I don't have it. So we're going to heat the soil up. Then we're going to toast the oatmeal, the oats, and then we're going to add in the honey and the brown sugar, some ground ginger, and cinnamon. Pardon me for having to read the recipe, but I don't memorize these recipes. I really do follow recipes. I may not use the exact measurement. I may just eyeball it, which is typically what I normally do. I don't think it really matters with granola. You can make it sweeter, you can make it not so sweet. So it's really up to what your taste would be. As you can see, our Deluxe Cooking Blender, maybe you can't see it, is doing its thing. When it's in this mode, it's heating. So it's heating and it's grinding, pulsing, mashing, all at the same time. Now, we may not stay on for the full length of this because it may take an hour, but you really don't have to watch. You can walk away from it. It's totally safe to walk away from it. But we will do the granola so you can see how that is going to be. And the other thing about this cooking blender is that when you're all done and you've poured it into your serving bowls and you're ready to clean it, you add 3 cups of cold water and a couple drops, and no more than a couple drops of dish soap. And then you just hit the setting that says heated wash, and it cleans itself. That's pretty cool. So let me turn this camera a little bit more. We've got our pan is heating up. So we are going to, let's see what we need to do first. We're going to add the oats, the ginger, and the cinnamon, and we're going to cook for about 4 to 6 minutes. So I've already pre-measured my oats. What's really cool about these 3/4 cup serving bowls, there's a 1 cup and there's I think a 2 cup and a 3 cup. They're measured. So if you are out of your measuring cups because you've already used them for something else, this has a 1/2 cup, 3/4 cup, and a 1/4 cup measure on it, so you can use these for measuring. So we're going to add that to the pan. And we're going to toast that up. Let's see, we have so the idea is to get the oats toasted. I might have to turn this up a little bit. So you just stir it. I've already pre-measured the ginger and the cinnamon and added it right to the oats before I added it to the pan, just to save time. but you just keep your eye on this one. You gotta toast it. You don't want it to burn. What I love about our cookware is that the handles come right off for easy storage and for you to put them in the oven and use them as baking vessels. When they're toasting, and while we're waiting for these to toast, I wanted to tell you that there is a mega mystery party for February that's starting to post in it on the January 30th. But the last 2 months, our mystery host winners have cashed in on $1,000 worth of party rewards. And I know a couple of you that are watching took advantage of getting in the mystery host, playing along, and ending up winning. That's the whole point. We never know who's going to win. And January's mystery host party won $430 worth of free merchandise. That's a huge cachet. And also 5 half-price items and a 30% discount. So that's in January. We also have that in June. Typically in June is when we have the next double rewards month. So I'm hoping that I will see some of you in the February mystery host party, and I hope you win. Actually, the name of a mystery host prior to the real mystery host is called Hope You Win. I thought I'd put a play on words. I'm really funny like that. Anyway, as you can see, this is doing its thing. It's heating up, but it looks like it's going to be an hour and a half before this is really done. So I really don't think you want to stay on that long with me. So we'll just make the granola. It's nice and toasty. It's toasting up nice. These non-stick pans have a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. That's pretty darn good. So as long as you live and you can pass them down to your children, and they can pass them down to their children. I can't say enough nice about them because they're not coated. The finish is the metal itself. So there's absolutely no coating, no scratching. They're awesome. And in February, when you host, you can get the set, it's 3 pieces, as your, I think it's your 60% off? Yeah, 60% off the set for hosts with a $650 party. So they're not really going to be available individually until March because of manufacturing and getting enough in stock so that they're not back ordered. The pandemic really did us in, did everybody in more ways than one. So host a party and get them for 60% off. That's what I would want to do. All right, so these are toasty. And then they're getting a little too toasty, so we're going to turn that down. I have an electric ceramic stove top, and it gets hot before you know it. Can't control it like you can gas. Alright, so now we've got this nice and toasty. Let's see what it says for me to do. I should have memorized that, huh? Let's see, 4 to 6 minutes until they're golden brown. Add the honey and the brown sugar. So here we go. We got the honey. Now, earlier I said we're not doing sugar. We're still not doing sugar. But My granddaughter loves granola, so this would typically go on top of the soup, but it's not going to this time. It's going to my granddaughter. Now here we go. We've got this little granola thing going on here. Ah, just made a mess. Okay. And we got the brown sugar. See, it's starting to get sticky and come together. And now what we're going to do is cook for 1 minute until it gets bubbly. As it gets bubbly, it gets stickier. So, after that, we are going to, okay. I think I missed a step here. Alright, well, we're going to add in the pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas. And we are going to add in dried cranberries. It calls for dried apples. Once again, not paying that price, so we're going to do dried cranberries. So all you have to do now is let this get stickier, and we will put this on a dish and let it cool. Let me grab a dish. Show you what that looks like. And that's how easy it is to make granola. Can you see that? And as you can see, nothing's sticking to the pan. Totally clean. And this was sticky stuff, so that's pretty cool. So we're just gonna kind of let this cool, break it up. And that's that. So it looks like this has, to get to temperature, and it's at 171 right now. I'm not really sure. I never paid attention to the time. I have made this once before, and it is super delicious. So after this is all done, we're going to add a ½ cup of cream to it, and then we're going to pulse it, and then we're going to serve it. And that's it. It's that easy. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye. I wanted to hop back on here. It's only been 30 minutes and it's already done. You hear it beeping? Okay. So what we do next is add the ½ cup of cream and pulse. I love that sound, R2D2. It's pretty hot. Oh, faux pas, love it. That's what happens when you don't put the lid on right and lock it. So, this is what you do when you have a blooper, okay? Oh, you laugh at it. We're human. We're not perfect. We're just pampered. Hang on, let me rinse this off, put it back in the lid so we can add the cream. Hold on. Bear with me. Alrighty, so now we're going to get this back in there and we're going to lock it this time. Never had this happen to me before. There we go. It's locked. Yay. So now we're going to add the cream. back on. Yay, and we're going to pulse. And you can see, I don't know if you can see the steam coming out, but this is hot. This is very hot. Not lukewarm, it's really hot. Ooh, yeah, there's some steam. So, we're not actually going to eat this tonight. It's too late to eat, past our dinner hour. But let me show you. I'm going to pour this into a container to put in the refrigerator. And you want to be careful because this is hot. I'm going to lift this off, and we're going to pour it in here. Just store it for tomorrow. And there you have it. Soup in 30 minutes. The best tasting you'll ever taste. It's yum. It's creamy. It's dreamy. But I'm going to show you what we do next to clean it. So we're just going to take this to the sink and put 3 cups of water. We are going to add 2 drops. 1, 2. Put the lid on with all the stuff in it. This is delicious. Lock and load. You'll hear the little R2D2. We're going to turn the dial to heated wash. I think I gotta shut it off first. Going through, oh, there we go. Heated wash. It's got a heat, of course. The water that you just put in it. Do yourself a favor, do not add more than 2 drops of dish soap, or you will have a kitchen full of bubbles. If that's what you want, go for it. But that's all that's needed. This will run through its cleaning cycle for, looks like, I'm not sure if that's 1 minute or 1 hour, but at any rate, I don't need to watch it. I can walk away from it. It's gonna do its thing. And then I'm gonna come back, and it's going to be clean. And it'll be clean from the top all the way down. All those little fancy, really hard blades. So that is it. That's how easy it is. Thank you. Happy dishes.